And the worst part about living in Atlanta, Georgia is that What's going on, everybody? My name is Victor. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in Georgia. And in this video, I'm going to give you all the pros and cons of living in Atlanta, Georgia in less than 6 minutes. Let's go. There are tons of job opportunities here in Atlanta. We have so many big companies, Coca-Cola, Home Depot. We have the movie industry here in Atlanta. Also, we have a ton of hospitals. There are so many job opportunities here, definitely a big plus. Compared to some of the other big cities in the US, the cost of living in Atlanta is pretty low. The average home value in all of Metro Atlanta is about $275,000. What? Make sure to check out this video where I talk specifically about the cost of living in Atlanta, Georgia. Another huge benefit of living in Atlanta is the amount of green space that we have here. We have tons of trees and parks all over the place in Atlanta, Georgia. We really are known as the city in the woods because of how many trees we have here. A huge plus when it comes to living in Atlanta, Georgia. The summers are relatively mild. We rarely reach above 95 degrees, and the winters are not very cold. Very rare for us to get below 30 degrees. If you live in an area that has a lot of snow and freezing temperatures, Atlanta would be a great change of pace. Atlanta is only 2 hours from the mountains. A lot of people who live in Atlanta will vacation in the mountains because of how close we are to the mountains in North Georgia. And then from the beach, we're only about 4 hours away. So we're 2 hours from the North Georgia mountains and we're 4 hours away from the coast in Savannah. Pretty great location. With all the different areas that make up Metro Atlanta, we really have a ton of variety in different areas to live in. From the population of each of the cities and home styles and lot sizes, we really have a lot of variety in the different cities and suburbs around Atlanta, Georgia. Property taxes. Atlanta is 27th lowest in property taxes among all the states in the US. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. We're kind of middle of the road, but depending on where you come from, that might be good or it might be bad. Okay, now for the bad parts. Make sure to stay to the end where I'm gonna tell you the worst part about living in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, the traffic sucks in Atlanta, but the traffic sucks in every major city in the US, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yes, we have a lot of trees in Atlanta, but what that also means is we have a ton of seasonal allergies. The amount of trees that are here in the city really create a ton of allergens and cause a lot of problems for people who have seasonal allergies in Atlanta. Something to consider if you're going to live in Atlanta, Georgia. The public transportation here in Atlanta really is not very good. It's very limited to where it goes. It doesn't go all over the city, unfortunately, and it's kind of outdated. Most people who live in Atlanta don't like it. Definitely a big con about living in Atlanta, Georgia. The infrastructure here in Atlanta is not very good. We have power lines that are above ground all over the city on poles that are 30 and 40 years old, which cause a lot of power outages really with just simple storms. And then the roads are very old also in Atlanta, potholes all over the place. If you're not very careful of the potholes in Atlanta while you're driving, your car can definitely get damaged. While we don't get a lot of temperatures below freezing here in Atlanta, what we do get is a lot of temperatures right at freezing. It's very common in the afternoon during the wintertime to get some rain, and then with the evening, the temperature will drop, which will cause that rain to freeze overnight And unfortunately, it's very common in Atlanta for there to be ice on the ground during the wintertime. It can be difficult to drive in snow, but it can be very difficult to drive on ice. And the worst part about living in Atlanta, Georgia, is that every single Atlanta sports team is cursed. We all know about the 2017 Atlanta Falcons and them blowing a 28-3 lead, but that is not the only time that an Atlanta team has lost the big game. Hey y'all, thanks for watching the video. If you're thinking about moving to Atlanta or just have any questions about what it's like to live here, feel free to text me, message me. I'm more than happy to help. See you in the next video.